See, I'm riding high, whoa. Kind of broke in y'all, so all I got is fire. I got fire. I got fire on it. I got fire on it. See, I'm riding high. I got fire on it. I got fire on it. But now let's go have fun aside.
Peace. What's up, y'all? It's 12G out this motherfudger. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long ass time. I just wanted to say hello. I seen Cory C doing videos, Raw Dog Retard doing some videos, right? A few of you other guys doing videos, right? Chaz Critter, Italian Lad, I heard he's sending some videos.
Yeah. Maybe I could have changed up my intro over the years, made it a little more lighthearted, right? Hi, I'm Italian Lad 6'9". I still don't know where the fuck Belmokhtar is. Hi, I'm Italian Lad 6'9".
Miss you guys. I miss the old days. I miss having fun on the tubes, being a tuber. You know what I'm saying? Tubing's fun, you know, but sometimes you get old and life gets in the way. And you got to do things like, you know, start and destroy a business and then move twice across country and work for some big, nasty, evil corporations and, you know, figure out life, re-engineer your future. You know what I'm saying? Which is what I did. I had to do that for approximately 8 years. I now live in a completely different part of the country, which is Atlanta area, which is gorgeous. It's a gorgeous place. It's gorgeous. Just like everything else is lately. So freaking gorgeous. But I got a lot going on. I got 2 daughters now. I got, what else do I got? I got 0 puppies, 2 daughters, 0 goldfish, 0 sea turtles. So that's what's been going on with me. Just wanted to, you know, kind of say hello. I'm going to come back with vengeance. I'm going to start some channels. I'm going to make some content. I'm going to hang out with Cory C and Savage Institute and Raw Dog Retard and Italian Lad.
I'm Italian Lad 6'9". I've been tracking Belmokhtar through the sands of Algeria, Libya, Tunisia, Chad, Morocco, Mauritania, Senegal, Ouagadougou. Jesus. I probably know more about North Africa than anybody ought to. Cheers.
And Josh Galt, and the Sneedmeister, and friggin' Lyrics of Dust, and all you dudes that, Lamb Dog, and friggin' Ohio, whatever the number is that comes after that. I think 1998, which was a good year, by the way.
Well, the O Show is going to have a new format. New format. No more fucking stock market, politics, taxes, or anything anymore. All I'm going to talk about is alcohol. Anyways, yes, that's it. I'm no longer going to be talking about the stock market, politics, or any of this stupid bullshit anymore. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. It's boring, and I hate it, and it's lame. Okay, first topic on the O Show. The new O Show is alcohol.
Good year in a lot of ways. 98. Man, what I'd do to go back. But anyway, I started writing a script, just kind of explaining where I've been for the last 8 years, and very quickly it became 3 pages. So, rather than try to spew all that nonsense onto you right here, I just want to say hello. I want to say peace. I want to say hello to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Where's New York Critic at? I don't know. Where's Chief T? Is he dead?
I got a pretty big announcement for this channel. I know a lot of you guys have been suspecting this over the last couple years, as I've often left my family to go off the grid with other men. I can't hide it anymore, guys. I have to come out of the closet. I'm gay. I'm gay. Gay as gay can be. And literally, my gayness comes through on all my videos. I think some of you guys have seen it.
I don't know, but we're gonna figure all that shit out. And yeah, I'm real excited to see some old faces back. So I guess that's enough said. Be safe out there, and I'll catch up with you real soon on my old channel, and hopefully with these guys over here. That's about it. Peace.
Hi, Cory. Hi, everybody out there in YouTube land. Yeah, so interesting little journey. You know, I won this reporter contest with Alex Jones, so I moved to Austin to become a reporter with InfoWars, and that was really unique and interesting, and I had a great time. But I owned a restaurant in California, and I had to make a choice. And so ultimately I ended up going back to California, and I'm glad I did. I love my restaurant. It was in, you know, on the outskirts of Malibu, and it was just a dream come true for me. So no regrets there. And now, since the restaurant closed, I am writing full-time. I'm an author. So I write fiction, I write nonfiction. So my nonfiction, of course, is law of attraction, empowerment, magic, you know, make things happen. And my fiction is romantic comedy. And so right now, actually, I'm looking to produce a couple of my books. So that's really, you know, just a, you know, it's a great new path. And I'm happy to be on it. So, Cory, thank you for asking me to be part of this little compilation. It's so great to check in again, and lots of love. Wishing you high frequencies, as always.
What about it, YouTube? All right, it's the former Pontifex Magnanimous. I started that channel May 1st of 2010, and I was inspired when I got into watching the Silver Community guys to start making my own content. Cory C was a central figure back then, and he's just a really charismatic guy. I thought, you know, what a cool person to get to know, and we started talking, and I ended up going out there and seeing him. Gosh, this has been a little over 10 years ago. It was 2011 in August, I think. And Raw Dog ended up showing up, and just had a great time. We played pool. We shot some videos at the time. There was a lot of grifters in the silver community that Raw Dog was a key element in flushing out and sussing out, and so those were the videos coming out at that time. And there was just a lot of great guys that we all sort of interacted with, and it's all kind of coming back together. Myself, in this last 10, 11 years, I've got a new channel. I've been posting videos here and there. I've got two channels. One's Ekon Space Rekon, and the other one's Ekon Rekon. And I just kept with the simple content. I went out to see Cory to learn how to edit, and I did do some editing, but it's really time consuming. And if you know, I just do this for fun as a simple thing. It's not something I want to pour a lot of time into. None of my stuff is scripted, and so this just one take sort of a approach is how I've always done it. And I kind of like that. I kind of like just the one take, natural talk, unscripted, real conversation that we seem to have a lot of times between this loose knit or tightly knit community, as it seems. But anyway, I've been out here enjoying life. The quality of life in North Carolina, I'm in the country, is outstanding. I can't complain at all. I haven't felt the effects of too negatively of the recent, you know, last 2 years of nonsense. But you know, it's not something. When I hear people talk, even Savage talking in one of his videos about the Great Reset, I left a comment, and it went along the lines of there being a rumor in the South that for 200 years blacks were given free housing, free education, free meals, 3 squares a day, free opportunity for religion, free health care, and then some northerner came around and called it slavery, and it all went to hell. So there's something to unpack there, isn't there? Something kind of deep to unpack, because the way you approach stuff and the way you term it and the way you frame it can have a totally different outlook on it. Isn't that true? One person can call it free this, free that, and you own nothing and you're happy, and the other person calls it slavery. So, not to go too far off into something there, but just this idea that we're all gonna start to come back together as a group and start to make content for each other, I think is cool. Raw Dog's relocating to work with Cory. I think that's awesome. I mean, Raw Dog sounded kind of down in the dumps. I left a comment that he should get a dog, something that he can take care of, and it'll reflect his love back to you. This is Patch. He's a good boy. Say hi, Patch. Oh yeah, he's a good boy. And so you can get a dog. That'll help a lot with your mental health. And I said also get a hobby, and your hobby can be YouTube. You know, you can pour time into videos, like I say, and try to make something out of that. And I think there's a real possibility there because of the charisma that both Cory and Raw Dog share. So anyway, I'm gonna send this video off to Cory, and I wish everybody the best. I think that this is really cool, kind of a reunion happening, and God bless everybody.
What has happened in the past 10 years, actually 12 years since I've been on YouTube? This is a video for Cory C, and
We just got back in touch with each other after probably at least half a decade, if not more. And he came up with this idea, and I thought it was great, so I wanted to participate in it. And I appreciate that he wanted me to do this. As far as YouTube is concerned, so many things have changed over the years. And one of the things I said, I made a different video, but it's on my channel, so anybody wants to check it out, they can. But one of the biggest things I've tried to teach people is, if you want to get anywhere in life, you got to grow. And to grow means you have to start adapting and changing and just hopefully becoming a better person as you mature in life. Through your wisdom, through your experience, through the good times and bad, the painful things that you have to endure can actually build character strength and guide you in the path that you are meant to be on. And like I was saying in that video, there's a difference between a pond and a stream. A pond is going to be full of bacteria, and it's going to be murky, and it's going to probably smell bad. It's because it's stagnant. It doesn't go anywhere. A stream is always going to be clear because it's constantly flowing, constantly moving in a new direction. And I'd like to think, in my time since I started back in 2009 with Barna and 11967, and then changing it probably 2 years later to Barna and 11970, I'd like to think I've grown and matured and learned a lot of things in my life through my trials and tribulations, and moved away from New York about 2 years ago, moved here to Florida, and it's the best decision I ever made. Sometimes in life you have to have everything seem like it's being taken away from you to realize that's life's way of trying to get you to move into a different direction. So I hope the people that watch this, that may have been following either me or Cory or any of the other people that are going to be in this video, have grown themselves and learned through experience to be a better person and to not be a pond and be stagnant and be who you are where you were decades ago or years ago. Because if you're the same person you were when you first watched us in 2009, 2010, in that time, I would actually say I'd feel sorry for you. And to me, life is all about changes, give and take, sacrifice, going through pains, going through discovery of yourself and growing. And sometimes I look back at how I was back in those days and saying, you know, I was way too oversensitive, maybe gullible, naive, angry, scared. And you will always retain a little bit of that throughout your lifetime. But I'd like to think I've grown over the years and learned so many different things and moved past certain aspects of my life where I am not the same person I used to be, and yet here I am the same person that I will always be, if that makes sense. I've had a newfound respect for Cory. Back in the days, like I said, being a little too oversensitive and things like that, I took things in a different way than they should have been. And I've always, looking back now, I appreciate the fact that he was always straightforward, didn't pull punches, said things like they, you know, how they should be. This world these days, so many people just pretend to be something they're not, and for whatever purposes, whether insecurity or financial gain or something, it's interesting to watch. But one of the things I've learned in this lifetime now, at 51 years old, and being on YouTube now for about a good 12, 13 years, is to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, know that any pain in your life is life's way of getting you to move forward in a different way. Sometimes you need that push. And I look at life like being a giant rock in the middle of a very widely flowing stream or rapids. That rock doesn't move anywhere and is going to be constantly bombarded by that water. And one day that rock, no matter how strong it is, will be destroyed by that water. Be a leaf on a stream. Don't be a rock. Most people think fighting the stream makes you strong, which it will, but it will also make you tired, and you will never win. The idea is, if you want to learn in life, you go with the flow, and you let life steer you in the direction that will always bring you to prosperity. And that doesn't mean necessarily financially. It could mean finding the love of your life, or finding a career of your life, or just finding peace in your life. And I think we all are going to continue to grow no matter what. So I'd like to think if we did this video again in another 10 years, that I would discover something new about myself and see myself as a better human being. And I think that's one thing that we all need, is the fact that, yes, we're going to have our differences of opinion. We're going to see things in different ways, because one of the things I've realized, and I say this on my channel all the time, you need real eyes to realize, is that everybody's perspective, albeit different, is right. You can have several opposite effects in your life from different people and all be right. And the greatest example of the way I can explain that is if you have two people on a roller coaster ride. One person is loving the experience, having the time of their life, and the other person gets sick, they're scared to death and can't wait to get off the ride. They're both experiencing the same ride at the same time, but their perspectives of the results of what's happening are completely different and completely justified. The problem in this life is the people that are enjoying the roller coaster are trying to convince the people that are scared to have fun. And the people that are scared are trying to convince the people that are having fun that they should be scared. Thinking, well, you're thinking different from me, thereby you must be wrong. Everybody's perspective is right, unless it's not making you happy. And I think that's the biggest thing we all have to come through in our growth, is becoming happier with ourselves, with our loved ones, and with our surroundings. You could be in the middle of a storm and be in the center, in the eye of the storm, where it's the safest, and you can watch everything collapsing around you and be okay. That's the biggest thing I've learned, is to know that sometimes you're going to be in a storm, but it's where you are in the storm is where it'll dictate how you come out of it. So instead of being in the middle of the storm, be in the center, so you're away from the chaos, and you can witness it, because any experience in life, even a bad experience, is an experience. And my experience on YouTube helped me to learn that. I've talked to so many people, had so many different things that changed my life, I would have to say, for the better. And if I had a time machine to go back, I would tell my older self to just trust in yourself and just look at things a little bit easier. So Cory, thank you for this video. I don't know how much of this you'll use, but any bit of it I'm honored to be a part of. So thank you for all watching. If you ever want to check out my channel, it's Barnon11970. And if you're a comic fan, I have another channel called We Love Comics. Hope you check them out. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves.
Yeah, 2010. 2010. What's changed between then and now with me? Lots. A lot. I got married. I had 2 kids. I got a dog. Most beautiful husky you've ever laid eyes on. Currently we're planning on moving. I changed careers twice. One was my choice. The other was not. I was laid off December 4th, 2020. Between March of that year and December, I was on work from home status. I was in the Treasury Department of one of the biggest liberal Lutheran branches in the world. I'm not going to say their name, but you know, those of you with wisdom probably figure out who they are. They put everybody on work from home status that year. They saved a ton of money on utilities. As you can imagine, this is a 15-story building, multiple buildings, multiple addresses. All the missionaries, I don't know, 300 flights grounded. All that money saved, plus they got the PPP loan. I don't know how that works as far as nonprofits have to, you know, how it goes, them paying that back. But all I know is that I got the call December 4th, and they cut me loose with a 6-month severance package worth half my salary. So they paid me $35,000 over a 6-month period to get rid of me. So I'm better for it. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't bother me too much. Well, at the time, you know, a little, maybe. I got to spend months home with my newborn baby, so that's, I mean, worth everything. Plus, you know, we had money put away, so you know, it didn't really matter. But I was in a really good place. I was in the Treasury Department. I was on the accounting end of their billing department, and yeah, everything was great. And so, but hey, stuff changes, right? So, but yeah, you know, thinking about 2010, 2009. I opened this channel March 2009. And some of you probably opened your channels earlier than that. In fact, I'm sure some of you have. The only thing I know that's relevant from 2009 as far as YouTube goes, because I think 2006 was the first year. And I know March, so about 4 months prior, so in July of 2009, I think, that's when YouTube started supporting video with 720p. That's what I remember. So it's, what, going on 13 years? It feels a lot longer than it actually is. But yeah, what direction would I have taken my channel? Would I have done anything different? Yeah, I think so. I think I would have, you know, in the beginning, and I think this was probably about 2010, I started doing a lot of the sort of artistic, sort of short film type videos I was doing. Well, I guess I continued doing them all along, but it's really kind of how I started. I did a few of them. They're all gone because YouTube. There was one that I did. Some of you may remember it. I don't know. 12 Gauge Angel may remember it. It was like it was a short sort of film thing I did where it was like going back in time to like the Nazi regime in Germany, and it was a beautiful video. I mean, think about, I was using a phone to record this. I used editing software that cost me nothing, and I chose a piece by Edith Piaf. I forget what it's called. It's like I'll butcher it. It's basically, you'll hear it if you've ever seen Saving Private Ryan. You'll hear that song when they're playing the phonograph towards the end of the movie as they're waiting for the Panzer tanks to they're trying to flank the Panzer tanks. And I love that video. That was probably my the favorite content that I ever uploaded out of anything that I've uploaded on my channel. Anything. That includes the conspiracy, that includes all the political, all the current events stuff that I was doing. That one was my favorite. And they struck it down and they removed the audio from the whole video. So that includes not only the music, but my dialogue. So I don't have a copy of that video. I wish I knew somebody kept a copy of that. I doubt it. I don't have a copy of it. I have a single 5 or 10 second clip of it from sort of the you know, separate chunks of the whole video that I was putting together, and I have, and there's no sound to it, but that's all I have left of it. And yeah, so I might have taken it into that direction rather than having gone on to doing this sort of more in your face sort of current events, just telling you, you know, straight out kind of stuff, because that, you know, in hindsight, you know, that's always going to be taken as opinionated more than thought-provoking, and so I would have definitely wanted to have gone in that direction, because I think that may have been the fusion that could have, you know, jump-started my channel. But, you know, it's live and learn, you know. But, you know, the way social media is today, all the CEOs and anybody who's somebody with all of these social media platforms, they've really got a voice out there in the public forum for exactly how they want to see, you know, the kind of democracy they want to see, and yet at the same time their actions are the absolute opposite. They're not banning people. right? They're banning ideas. They're banning thoughts. And I know a lot of us have seen this. I know I saw this coming for a long time. So believe me, I had no illusions that eventually, as my life started to take a different direction, that this wasn't going to change or ultimately end. But basically, I've known that from the beginning. So, but yeah.